Hello guys and welcome to episode 8. Today I had a bit of an issue because the Windows update changed my default microphone to a microphone that's currently disabled. Don't ask me how or why, but it did. So this entire footage is me recording over it with audio. So I'm going to do my best to remember what I said. But today we have quite a large project in mind. I'm going to be creating a cave spider spawner room and farm essentially for XP and for items. But I've also done a lot of work off screen already, and I wanted to take you through that first. So if we head on over towards the fortress where I keep my villages, you should notice that there is up in the air there is an island missing, and that is because I dug it out. It took me roughly I want to say 2 hours to dig the whole thing. It was much bigger than the one on the right, but it's completely gone now, and that allows me to expand that fortress upwards now at any time I need to increase my villager capacity. As you can see, I've also been breeding these villagers. I've bred them once so far to create this little dude here who is going to be a weaponsmith, and I'm hoping to get some good weapons off him because, like I said in the past, I'm finding it quite difficult to find any diamonds whatsoever. So here we are guys, this is the cobblestone tower, a little thing here whereby if we mine directly down here we are going to find exactly where one of the 3 cave spider spawners that I found in an earlier episode of the series in a mine shaft is. I'm only going to be using one of them, but I guess I could probably use all 3, but they're quite far away from each other, so I don't think it would work perfectly like that. But as you can see, this is the spawner. I've carved out a 4x4 around it, well, 9x9 I guess, because it'd be, yeah, 9, so it's 4 either side, 4 above. So now I need to finish making the rest of it. So I've also dug a little tunnel here. Well, not really dug a tunnel. This was actually the mine shaft. It just happened to be here, and this is the perfect place for me to be. By the way, for this farm, I am following a guide from a video on YouTube from a YouTuber called Shulkercraft. It is an extremely good and helpful video. I'll link it in the description. But for now, let me get to work, and I'll meet you in a little bit. So here we are guys, I've just finished, or I'm just finishing doing the bottom bit. So we're digging out 3 below the spawner, 3 blocks below the spawner, and there's a reason for that I'll go into in a bit. But basically spawners spawn in like 4 blocks away from them in all directions. So in order to spawn the maximum amount of spiders, we need to give them enough room to spawn in. So there we are, there is a 9x9x8 just below there. Make sure it's roll lit up when you're doing this, by the way, else they will spawn when you're trying to do some work, which is not good and not fun. And for the next part of the video, I do need to create an infinite water source, so I'll go ahead and do that now. By the way guys, I did manage to find some diamonds at Y11. I found quite a lot actually. I think I found like a dozen, and I turned some of them into a helmet. I immediately put mending on it. I don't have any other enchanting, like ways of enchanting it yet, so I don't know exactly what it will be, but I don't want to lose it, so I put mending on it, and hopefully it won't get lost or broken anytime soon. So now let's go ahead and make an infinite water source. So in order to do this, you need 2 buckets of water down here because there's no sources of water down here. You make a 3 wide block, you put 1 source in one side and the other source in the other side, just like that, and now you can refill buckets from the middle. Once that's done, I believe that, according to the video at least, I can actually fill this in. But first let's go ahead and put these water sources in both of those corners like so, and now we can come down here, fill up our buckets quick like so, and then fill that hole in. So now we have 2 water sources at those corners. We have 2 in our hotbar, which we'll need in a bit, and now we can start working on this tunnel. There we go, so now the tunnel's done, I can come 2 blocks in from the room with the spawner, and I can do this. I just put signs there, so there's 3 wide, the tunnel's 3 wide as well obviously, so now water won't go past these signs, which is exactly what we want. because we want the water to push the spiders down this tunnel to us. So in order to get in and out of this farm nice and easy, because it's underground, I decided to make a bubble elevator because I had some soul sand from the nether. So I've created a tunnel here, and I also walked about 2,000 blocks away in the overworld, well, where I am now exactly, to find this kelp. That's the nearest ocean I could find, 2,000 blocks away. So now I've got this kelp, so I put the water going all the way down, I put the kelp on the soul sand, I come all the way to the top placing kelp, and it turns all of that flowing water into water sources. And now if I MLG water down the bottom here, then I can go ahead and take the kelp out and... oh. Okay, I'm not as good as I thought I might have been. I can't even close the damn doors. Okay, let's go back to our hidey hole. I'm going to have to... I don't know. Oh, I can just go down here. Of course I can just go down here. It's not actually a bubble elevator just yet. So go down here, leave here. There's 2 signs preventing water from getting out. Collect all of my stuff. I guess I have to put some of my clothes back on. Yeah, this is the problem I have when I build things. I tend to die a lot. I don't die to mobs very often, but I do die to drops. And I do die to other things as well. There we go. So if you take the bottom kelp out, it changes all of these into bubbles. So if we look in there, it's all bubbles. So if we go... oh, I want a way to get down first. So let's go ahead and dig a little hole here. Where's my pickaxe? There it is. My inventory is so bad. I'm so sorry. Dig a hole here. Put some water in it. And now we go up the bubble elevator. I don't need to press anything. It just sends me straight to the top. And out I come. And now I can go in the other one. I can drop down there into a water source. And I won't take any fall damage whatsoever. So there's our way in and out. Let's get back to building. So here we are, guys, back in the tunnel. I've dug a space below, so now we need to put 3 chests just here. I actually want that chest to be single chest. So do I have an axe? Yes, I do have an axe. Perfect. So I can chop this one up. I can put that one back in my hotbar. Press shift to put it in the middle. Perfect. There we go. So there's 3 chests right there. There's a gap in between them and the floor. So now I can put the hoppers just here. Shift click them into each chest. Just like that. Cool, so when that's done, you want to get 3 slabs and shift click them. Else you do that. You want to shift click them into on top of each of the hoppers. Exactly like so. Perfect. And the next step is that we want to get walls. So we need to dig a hole in front of these 3 hoppers. You want to make some wall, and you want to put the wall in those 3 gaps in front of the hoppers. Just like this. So now what we want to do is take away this floor here where the water doesn't meet. I have done a slight variation to the video that I mentioned earlier, and also the one that I linked in the description. I didn't do it perfectly to the video, mainly because I watched it and then did it from memory. I don't like watching a video while I'm building something. So now we need to take out these edge blocks just here, as I'm doing now, and you'll see that the water goes down it, and hopefully it should stop at the fence post, which it does. Perfect. The signpost, sorry, I mean. It won't go any further than the signpost. Now we can go ahead and take our 2 water sources from our buckets, put one there on that side and one there on that side. Perfect. Now the spiders will be pushed into the signs, and as small spiders pile up behind them, or as they're too big, they will just get pushed out into the water sources, which are pushing them towards the wall. Perfect. So now we need to go ahead and remove all the light sources from the room. My advice to you is to not put them too high up like I have done here, or too far apart, because like I said, when it gets dark, these things will start spawning, and torches for some reason in water aren't always the easiest thing to get. There we are, there I am literally poisoned, and now I have to try and get this one from the top, which isn't easy, as you can see, but I do just about manage to get it. But now spiders are going to start spawning, and I need to get the heck out of here. Oh no, what have I done? No. So I have built it, and spiders are going to start spawning like crazy, but I haven't actually built a room for them to go in. So there we go. I died about a dozen times making this farm, but it's now complete. So there is a 1 block high space going back towards the spawn room that the spiders are being pushed down by water. They're being pushed directly to me, onto the slab on top of the hopper, there is a block above, as you can see, and trapdoors on the underside, which means is that the spiders cannot get to me. They can normally get through a half slab gap, but they cannot get to me because of those trapdoors, but I can still hit them, as you can see. So what I have to do is basically wait until a number of them spawn, and then I can just stand there and hit them with my sword. As you can see, I have my mending diamond pickaxe in my offhand, so you're not going to see my XP number go up because all the XP is going to go directly to my pickaxe, which you can see when it starts moving around in a second when I go to collect it. So there we go, guys, there's my farm completed. I'd say on average I get about probably 2 levels per minute using this farm. If I just wait for a minute for them to spawn and then I start hitting them, I get roughly 2 levels, which is probably enough to heal my diamond pickaxe by about a tenth, I'd say 10% maybe. So that's pretty good going. I'm really happy with this farm. I need to get up to level 30, I think, for enchanting, because next episode we are going to be focusing on enchanting. I'm going to build a little house for my enchanting setup, and we'll get started on that. So I'll see you there. Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye. Don't forget to subscribe.